Hi guys, let's just get this laptop. How are we going this morning? Hello. I'm really sorry. I had to make a coffee, but not just that. Couldn't find my phone. I do need my phone. Welcome. How is everyone? I'll quickly check your messages quickly. Thanks for joining us on Defending Elvis Fans Want the Truth. I'm in Southwest UK. My name's Louis. We now basically spend all of our live streams trying to defend Elvis Presley. It's a bit of a balancing act because many people have different views, strong views. We've had an interesting few days with the live streams. Sometimes not always fun, but overall, I think we're loving it. So I want to talk about that. I want to just quickly read some comments. Then I'm going to talk about Mindy Miller quickly. And then I'm going to start going through some of the comments to do with, these live streams we've been having lately. Obviously, the ones with, there's 3 parts, and it's all to do with Priscilla being buried at Graceland. I still don't think we've finished with that subject because you guys are so passionate on your views on Priscilla being buried at Graceland that it's become quite complicated. So I want to go into it a little bit more with you guys. But let's just quickly check your comments. Let's have a look. I hope everyone is well. It's what's the time now? It's 11:18 a.m. Let's see who we got on. We have Teresa, Deborah, and Linda, and Jane. Let's just check your messages. Yeah, Deborah. I went to sleep last night quite early, probably about 10:30 p.m. And I heard my phone ping, and I turned my phone on, and then there was a comment. And I could see someone had said, I think it was, let me just see who it was. I think it was, I'm trying to remember who it was now. Jean or Susie. Let me just have a look. I did take some screenshots of it because I knew it would disappear because obviously you guys, the way you guys are using those there's 2 24/7 chats now, isn't there? One on Defending Elvis Presley Facebook, Louis' daily live streams, and there's the other chat which is under my name, Louis Macreadis. And I tell you what, I know I say it every time I do a live stream, but the way you guys use those 24/7 chats has completely amazed me. Even you guys must be amazed. You must, it never stops, and I love that. I love that you guys are talking and sharing information, sharing pictures and videos, and sharing your research and becoming friends. You guys are bonding as a family. Team Elvis, taking care of business. I'm just amazed. I can't believe it. Even now, I bet you now, even if I went on it now, there's still going to be people talking on it now. Yeah, we can see that the last 2 was Elaine, Jean, and Melissa. Yeah, it's like Patty and Natalie, that's just on one. And then if I flick over to the other one, it is Elaine, Philomena, Nicola, Emily. It's just like, wow. I'm so impressed. Anyway, so I'm just going to quickly read your comments. Let's have a look. So we got G. Oh no, I was going to tell you who. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was going to tell you who, because I did take a picture of Mindy's comments. Let's just see if I can find them. I wanted to mark the occasion, which is why I've just made that little short. According to this, they met in March 1975. Mindy Miller and Elvis met in March 1975. Mindy was a model, actress, and stunt woman. Elvis, I have got a whole long write-up about Mindy. So I'm not sure. We might go into it. We'll just see. So when I see that Mindy's commenting, I thank her. I'm really surprised, to be honest with you. Come on, guys. Elvis Presley's ex-girlfriend, who was with him, from what I see, you know, I know there was probably other girlfriends, but weren't they together for like 18 months? So she really knew Elvis. So I've spent the morning watching Mindy Miller interviews. So I've learned quite a lot. Anyway, so I just says to her, first of all, I thank her for joining us, because I am gobsmacked. Yeah. So then I first comment just saying that it's cool that Mindy has joined us. I think then I say that I'm happy for you guys that she's joined us and that I was going to go back to sleep. And I thank Mindy. So then she comments something about, I'm reading it right now in a restaurant, what comes on, but Elvis singing, I'm evil. I'm evil. Yeah. And then she says, unreal, this always happens to me. So I think I've missed part of the conversation there. We've got Darby Shaw is commenting as well. Darby Shaw, we know, is an amazing researcher. Amazing. If there's anything you need to know about Elvis's life and history and his family and friends, going way back, right up to 2024 as well. Darby Shaw, guys. Darby Shaw. Obviously, Amy Collett. Amy Collett, amazing. So I write on it. No, so she writes, I love Team Elvis. I just wish I had more time to engage with everybody. Now, come on, guys. That's a great compliment, isn't it? That she loves Team Elvis. Which tells me that she's been watching our conversations and tells me she watches our Defending Elvis Presley live streams, because she is a member. She's definitely on my friends, 100%, which means I would say it's very likely that she has watched some of our Defending Elvis Presley live streams. So let's just see if I've got anything else. I think that was everything. So I just wanted to say, you know, in case, if Mindy, if you're ever watching this, if you ever watch our live streams, obviously, you know, we want to defend Elvis Presley. That's why we're here. We're a small family that have come together as Team Elvis. And we're very grateful. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. Please join in again. We would love you to join our live streams and chat with Team Elvis. And that would make our day. And I just want you to know, Mindy, I've spent the whole morning watching, I reckon, about 10 different quite long interviews that Mindy has done with different people and explaining how they met, what they did together, what they went through, what Elvis was like. She's a very smart lady. Mindy is a very smart lady, very smart. She's a very deep, interesting, and fun person. And the way she speaks about Elvis, I love. She speaks so highly of Elvis, like she really did know Elvis. Yeah. I'm going to learn more. I'm still a newbie when it comes to Mindy Miller and her friendship and relationship with Elvis. So there's probably plenty of things I don't know, but I'm so grateful that she has joined Team Elvis and she is part of Team Elvis. So that gives me the feeling that she also wants to defend Elvis. And when I'm listening to her interviews, she comes across in that way, that she loves Elvis and wants to be there for him. Still loves him now to this day. And I believe her. I believe her. Never been married. Never been married. Always carried a torch for Elvis. I know she's had many relationships. Of course she has. It's been like nearly 50 years, hasn't it? So I'm just really, really, really chuffed for all of us as Team Elvis, that people, you know, that are famous and someone that actually was in a relationship with Elvis is actually on our small little YouTube channel. Come on, let's face it, guys. We're a small channel. We're a little channel. We're just growing slowly. And we've only been really going 4 months as Defending Elvis Presley. So to have people like Mindy Miller join in our chat, I'm very, very in awe of that. I'm very grateful. Grateful, guys. I know I'm waffling on, aren't I? I'll quickly carry on reading your comments. We are going to get a bit serious today, guys, because I've had a few things happen that I don't like, so we're going to have to go into it because I just don't want to dismiss it. But I'll tell you in a minute. Let's have a look. So I want to read your comments. It's a myth men can't multitask. See what Louis does, making coffee and running live streams and looking after his family and his business. And I've just cut my hair and dyed it on my own. I do my own. I don't go to barbers. They do you know why I don't go to barbers? You're going to laugh, guys. They always cut my fringe off. See this fringe? My little quiff? They always cut it off. They always cut it off. I ain't letting no barber cut my fringe off. I am an Elvis fan. I will always, as long as I'm able, don't forget I'm 57 years old. I shouldn't even have hair. Yeah? You know I dye my hair, guys. It's pretty obvious. I'm 57 years old and no one's cutting my fringe off. I got so fed up with barbers cutting my fringe off. I said to my wife, I'm not letting anyone touch my hair anymore. All they're doing is I don't like not having a fringe. I have had a fringe since I was 4. I used to use Brill cream. I don't really need it now. But no one's cutting my fringe off, guys. No one. I don't care who disagrees with me having a fringe. I'm having a fringe. Okay. So I've been doing that. I'm lucky. I've got about 2 hours before the kids get home. And I have been doing washing up. And my wife's going out for the day. So I've got the kids. I'm gonna take the kids out today, go McDonald's and stuff, get them a toy. Right, let's quickly keep going with your comments. So thank you, Elaine. She got off really fast then. Louis was on that when I reached out to you, Deborah. Let's have a look. And the first person I told when Mindy joined us was Amy, because I'm so grateful to Amy Collette. I think that she would have liked the fact that Mindy has got involved with what we do at defending Elvis Presley and likes Team Elvis. And I wanted Amy to know that because Amy's important to me, Amy Collette. And I know you guys love her as well. The movement is taking off now, good and proper. If people that knew Elvis like Mindy are reaching out. Nancy Sinatra also follows Louis on X. What use? Right, again, right. I was going to bring this up. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Now, I did not know that Nancy Sinatra was following our Elvis channel. I know it's on X. I'm not sure if she's following on any of the others. But I tell you what, thank you, Nancy Sinatra. I'm a Nancy Sinatra fan. I really like Nancy Sinatra. I'm a Frank Sinatra fan as well. Now, it's a complicated story. She met him on the way back in 1960, didn't she? She was there when he came out of the army, and she did a few movies with him. They were very close, but never lovers. So I've done quite a few videos about Nancy Sinatra and Elvis Presley, and they're quite good. So maybe she's picked up on these videos I've done, these shorts as well with Nancy Sinatra, and I'm hoping she liked them enough to follow us on X. So Nancy Sinatra, if you ever watch our small little channel, thank you so much. And I'm a big fan of Nancy Sinatra. Let's keep reading your comments. Yeah, a few of you did wake up, didn't you? A few of you did wake up to try and speak to Mindy, I think. Let's have a look. I didn't think it was you because the person didn't say anything. Let's have a look. So I'm missing some of the conversation here. After all these years, the truth is finally emerging, though it's always been out there. It's just getting it out there and challenge. Yeah. Now, Elaine, my difficulty with the truth, and this is what we're going to talk about today when I go through the comments. I find that some people are trying to force their truth through. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be. It's hard to. How can I word this? I want the truth to be as close to the evidence that we can find as possible. I also want the truth to be as fair as possible. This is why we've had a few little problems, but I'll talk about that in a minute. It's a tough one, but remember, I'm on a very thin ice, yeah? So I'm trying to keep YouTube happy, trying to keep Facebook happy, because they can shut me down, which I'm not going to lie to you, I'm paranoid about, because I've had some little warnings. So when we discuss Priscilla, it's a balancing act. Yeah. So we're going to go into that in a minute. But some people get very upset. Yeah. I think they take me the wrong way as well. I'm trying to keep this balancing act, like, don't get shut down. But then people are expecting me to act in a certain way, and I can't, because I'll get myself in trouble. So, guys, we're trying to jiggle balance together. I'll talk about it. I want to go into it because I want to go into it using the comments. Yeah, Linda, having one of Elvis's girlfriends, definitely. And we want more people like Mindy and other YouTube channels to join us. This is something else I'm going to discuss. Let's have a look. Colleen, you're funny. Colleen says, "Can I come and do the housework?" Look, I'm never going to admit to you that I do all the housework. Yeah, my wife would laugh at me if I said that. I do. I know this is boring to you. This is the stuff I do. I do the shopping. I make sure that the ground floor is tidy. So when I say tidy, I mean, like I wash up. I do almost all the cooking, almost all the shopping, almost all the school runs. Yeah. I keep the room usable. So no washing up, clean up after the kids. Now I've got 5 kids living here, all my kids with my wife. So I'm constantly just following them around, clearing up after them. Yeah. If there's any mess upstairs, like plates, cups, saucers, I will do that. Bring that all down, wash it all up. I make sure the lounge is tidy. Yeah. I do the garden, but I'm not very good at it. The garden's a mess. I fix the cars. That's all I do. Everything else is my wife. My wife does all of the wash, the kids' clothes, the washing, the drying, the tidying up of the bedrooms. She gets them ready for school. She baths them and all that. So we have separate duties. I'm not the best, but that's what I do, guys. It's just in case you're interested. Now, my wife will tell you that I do nothing. My wife will also tell you that everything I do it badly. Everything I do, I don't do it properly. I could literally spend 2 hours washing up, and then she'll tell me off and say that it was rubbish. I love her to bits, but yeah. Husband and wife, guys, and we have been together 19 years. Right. We're getting there. Hi. Oh, that's a new one. The Iconic Trio. Hello, in Australia. That's a new one. Introduce yourself. What's your name, my friend? Obviously in Australia. You're obviously an Elvis fan. How are you? How did you discover Elvis? We love inviting new people in. We love it. Love it. You're very welcome to Team Elvis. Right, let me just quickly check. So Luann, hi Luann, hope you're well. She's watching a documentary called Loving Elvis. I mean, come on, guys, there's brilliant documentaries. Loads. I was watching one this morning. I loved it. And they're quite old, 20, 30 years old, but they're all really good. Now, a lot of them get their facts wrong, but I still love watching them. Yes, Linda, Mindy is very, very spiritual. And I've literally been watching her for 3 hours. So I've learned a lot about Mindy. I love her. I think she's great. Love her. Let's have a look. Ginger had her own group on Facebook. She answers fans' questions and clarifies stuff. Yes, Elaine, I've noticed that she's been responding to your questions. She seems lovely. And she doesn't seem to mind answering some questions. I'm definitely a member, and I have asked her a question. What was the question I asked her? I'm waiting for an answer, actually. Ginger Oldham. Let's have a look. let's have a look. Let's find it. Let's see if it's going to come up. I did jump over to Ginger Alden's. Oh, it's going to take me a while because there's a few, isn't there? I want to get the right ones. I'm just seeing if there's a response because it will say her name. No, she hasn't. No, not yet. So I have posted on it. It's actually because of Elaine that I posted on there because she prompted me. But I am a friend of it. She has accepted my friend request. Well, I think she has anyway. I'd have to need to double check that. I actually, do you know what? I'm not 100% if she has or not. I think she has. Let's see if it comes up. I know the picture. One sec. Sorry. I'm just double checking. I know the one that Elaine uses is the genuine one. Let's have a look. All right. No, it's just showing that I've joined. Elaine, just check. Is that the one? Elaine, right. Nancy only did one movie with Elvis Speedway. Is that definite, guys? Is that definite? It was only one. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. And I've watched that film recently. So? Is it definitely one? These boots were made for dancing. Come on. Right. Let's have a look. For walking. Let's have a look. So, Mrs. G, just word things right and don't use his music, and you should be okay with YouTube, Louis. Who's just word things right and don't use his music? I'm confused. What do you, Mrs. G? What do you mean? Okay, I don't understand that comment. Have I missed something? Just word things right and don't use his music. What does that mean? I don't understand that comment. Please explain. Who is that? Oh, I'm just doing a live. Okay. My daughter's just popping in. This is Emily. I've been an Elvis fan since 1967. Love him so much. Hi, Emily. I hope you're well. Luann, that might be a different one. Emily, glad you ate here with us. We all love and defend Elvis. Yes, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. The BBC one called There Is Only One Elvis is a good watch. Oh, I'm going to watch that. I didn't know that was on the BBC. I don't know that one. Thanks, Elaine. I'll check that out. So Priscilla blocked me from Facebook, laugh out loud. She blocked anyone who goes against her narrative. Navarone blocked me from his too. Do you know what? I think Facebook are pretty on it as well, mind. I think if you post anything they don't like on Facebook, they're bam blocking people, aren't they? Sometimes it isn't always the person who runs the channel. Sometimes it's Facebook. So she blocked Shauna. I was just talking about the terms and conditions on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, all right. So do you know what I've learned about playing the songs? They do let me play a song on a live stream, but then I do have to delete it. They don't let me post it in my live stream without trimming it off. So the next day they tend to give me the option to trim the song, and then they're fine with me. Yeah. So I do know the thing I've learned with YouTube, and this is what we're going to discuss in a minute. If I come across hateful, they are going to shut me down. 100%, Mr. G. That I've already had 2 polite warnings. So we got to be careful, guys. Must be working over that. Right, let's have a look. I'm just checking your comments, guys. Okay, right. So it's a bit bright in there, isn't it? It's quite bright. So I want to just chat to you guys about Priscilla and the subject that we've been covering, her being buried at Graceland. Now, I've made my position very clear. I don't think Priscilla should be buried next to Elvis. I'm completely against Priscilla being buried next to Elvis. She has completely lost her right to be buried next to Elvis. She was not his widow. She divorced him. They had a horrible divorce settlement. She was horribly unfaithful during the marriage. No way she should be buried next to Elvis. No way. Not in a million years. And now if Lisa Marie and Benjamin were not there, I would be like, haha, go away. You had your time with Elvis. Lucky you that you'd ever even spent a day with him. Yeah. And I don't think I'd even have to talk about it, because it would be so clearly obvious that an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife who had betrayed Elvis and also took him to the cleaners financially with the horrible, ugly divorce settlement. Pretty obvious she shouldn't be buried next to him, because they weren't even together. They both had moved on. They both had different partners. But I cannot and will not ignore that Lisa Marie is buried there and Benjamin is buried there. So I ask you guys, what is the fix? What is the fix? Now, this is I think we've been debating quite a lot about this. I've had some pretty nasty comments on the YouTube channel. I've actually had to block 3 people. 3 people. I hate blocking people. Hate it. I do not want to block anybody. I really don't. For me, it's definitely a last resort. I only block people that are really rude. So please, guys, don't confuse the fact that I have this issue where I want to know a resolution on the fact that Lisa Marie, who I love and adore, God rest her soul, and Benjamin, you know, who my heart goes out to Benjamin so much, what he must have gone through before he died. But I cannot just go, Priscilla shouldn't be buried next to Elvis, which you 100%, you know that 100 million percent, Priscilla, if Lisa Marie and Benjamin were not there, I'd be saying, no way, no way. Now, my issue is this. What do we do as fans? What is a resolution with Lisa Marie and Benjamin being that are buried in the meditation garden, and they are, Lisa Marie is Priscilla's daughter, Benjamin is Priscilla's grandson. What is the resolution? I put it to you guys. I put it to you. Whilst you're replying, I'm going to heat up my coffee. Oh, you can't beat a coffee in the morning, guys. So this is what Amy Collett, she said to me. I said to her, what do you like about our channel, Defending Elvis Presley and Team Elvis? And you know what she said? She said, it's like everyone is sat in Louis' kitchen with a cup of tea or coffee, chatting about Elvis, and we're all debating our different views. I really like that. Like, we're all mates and we're just having a chat. But yeah, we have a few disagreements, but we're all having a tea and a coffee together and just chilling out. Loved it. Right, let's have a look. Right, David. Hi, David. Are you new? David Lohman, please introduce yourself. Where are you from, my friend? Regardless of being buried there, she's not. She is evil, and why given her permission? All right, okay. Actually, do you know what? I remember now. I was gonna just mention the highlights of the agreement. I actually want to read off the actual agreement between Riley and Priscilla. I do want to read that off, but it is an hour long. So I wonder if it'll just give me a shortened version of it. Let's have a look. Riley and Priscilla agree. Let's just see if we get a shortened version of it. Let's have a look. There might be one here. I mean, I know you guys already know it. So, right, here we go. Priscilla Presley's payout from Lisa Marie Presley estate and burial plans near Elvis approved by judge. So once everything was agreed, they then had to get it approved. I've got this approval. So it says Priscilla can be buried in Graceland Meditation Garden closest to Elvis's Presley without moving any existing grave sites. The pact finalized in Los Angeles by judges. And I do have it, but it's a very long document. Let's just see what it is. I don't want to. I think what we'll do, we'll read it in bits. This, but I want to read your comments first. Let's have a look. I know the sun's in my eyes, but I'm going to give it a go. So, David, yes, now remember, David, I am on your side. I don't think Priscilla should be buried at Graceland. I don't. Yeah. I just have concerns that Lisa Marie and Benjamin are her daughter and grandchild. These are my worries. Now, I completely understand that the relationship between Priscilla and Lisa Marie was pretty bad, yeah? I take that on board as well. I'm putting it to you guys. I'm saying to you, what is the resolution? What is the resolution? How do we resolve it? Yeah? So I know many of you guys are saying she should be buried with Navarone, Marco Garibaldi, and her family members, her parents. So I'm interested to know what you guys say. I agree, Rebecca. I said that yesterday about spreading her ashes, no big headstone. I think that's a good resolution, yeah? If she just had an urn, yeah, with just her ashes, I think that would probably be more accepted. I see that. Now, I'm going to get comments, people saying it's none of our business, but it is because we love Elvis. I know we have a family plot, and there is 7 buried there already. Right. Elvis bought Graceland's for his mother, not his ex-wife. If Lisa had bought Graceland's, then yes, it should be considered. 100% he bought it for his mother. 100%. Definite. That's one thing that stands out massively. Don't forget, guys, I still believe that because of all the wrongdoing that Priscilla did, in our opinions, that she shouldn't be buried next to Elvis. I will say that again and again and again. I'm still trying to get to an answer for this situation that her daughter and her grandchild is there. Elvis bought great rights. I get ratty when I think about Priscilla. She's so precious with herself and all on Elvis's goodness. You and almost every Elvis fan I've ever spoke to, Finola. Right. JD, I don't know what you're saying. I know she's still alive. I know that. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. So the fix is not in the meditation garden. It's too near Elvis, and Lisa's, which she treated atrociously. In life, regardless of the happier times, family do not treat you the way that she does. So Elaine, is your idea, remember we're discussing this, yeah? Do you think she should be buried away from the meditation garden? Or do you think, where should she be buried? I'm asking you that, Elaine. I'm aware about the agreement document. I read it, but I think it's a publicity stunt. You mean, Susan, do you mean the things that were agreed? I will go through them in a second. Do you mean the things that were agreed? You don't think any of it's true, that it was just for the press, for the tabloids? Is that what you mean? Yeah, we know that, Rebecca, people keep bringing up the fact that it's just 6, but it can be changed. It can be changed. It's just filling out forms and applying for things. I'm not saying they would change it. I'm not saying it would get processed or would go through, but it can be. Did Vernon like Priscilla? Finola, I personally don't think he did. And if you know all the details of divorce, the second divorce set, which I'm pretty sure you do, Finola, I would, in my opinion, I would say he couldn't stand the sight of her. It was too. You got to remember, they got the Steve Peck affair just after Lisa Marie's born, the Mike Stone affair. Then you've got the horrible, ugly second divorce settlement. I'd be surprised if Vernon liked Priscilla. Very surprised. I would say no. No way. That's what I would say. She got nothing to do with, yes, got feelings at 8. She's, 6 months. She's definitely no widow. She acts like she's his widow. 100%. She acts like he's his widow. She also keeps telling the world that he's the love of her life. But come on, guys. We burst out laughing when she says that. We find that hilarious. Too right, Elaine. Even with Lisa and Benjamin there, she didn't step up to be the kindness to her daughter, and it makes sense. But guys, I understand. They didn't get on well. They were at each other, and they had many rifts. But if you watch the videos, you go back, they also had many times where they did get on. We have very strong views about Lisa Marie being put into Scientology. We're outraged that Lisa Marie was put into Scientology, and our opinions are that the reason she was put into Scientology was so that Priscilla could pursue her career, her ambitions, make more money, have more boyfriends, get her freedom. So come on, guys, we're very, very upset that Lisa Marie was put into Scientology. It's David, I'm in Weston-super-Mare, so you're quite near me. Whereabouts in Wales are you, David? I'm across the water from you, my friend. She actually has zero respect for them, or she would be doing this. Right, let's have a look. Come on, guys. I would say 50% of my live streams are telling you guys exactly why I'm unhappy with PRESLEY's actions for the last 50 years. It's very clear that I have strong views, and I'm very upset with Priscilla's behavior, and that not just towards Elvis, towards Lisa Marie, towards Riley Keough, towards the lawsuits, towards GRACELAND, towards Elvis Presley Enterprises. I could go on and on and on. She's made a lot of serious mistakes, and some of these mistakes are intentional, so we won't even call them mistakes. You guys must know my views by now, but I still have this issue that I don't think has been answered. I'm looking to you guys. It's just an interesting live stream discussing this particular topic. What is the answer? Maybe if you guys come up with an idea on a resolution that keeps everyone happy, maybe we can put it in an email to Joel Weishanker, because I think Joel Weishanker, who we know was close to Lisa Marie, will ultimately, with Riley Keough, decide what happens with Priscilla. So we can come up with something, guys. Let's come up with a fix. I do like the idea of that she's cremated and she just gets a small urn. Yeah? So it doesn't affect. So she doesn't. I know it's not my business, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Instead of having this large grave, large casket, maybe be cremated and have an urn Maybe that won't upset the fans as much. Is that a compromise, or am I just talking rubbish? Anyway, come on, guys, you come up with some ideas. We can put it to Joe Weishankar. Elvis is between Gladys and Vernon. No way could they remove a grave. Yeah, no, I don't even think that's going to happen. Come on, the way those graves were sealed, they're almost impenetrable. Almost, not fully, but almost. Yeah, Linda, I agree. 100%. She should not be buried next to Elvis. 100%. I'm completely on board with that. Teresa, she treated Lisa so bad. She had no right to put Lisa in a cult. I agree. Come on, guys. We can't stand Scientology. We have very, very strong views about the whole thing. I think Scientology has caused a lot of damage, not just to Lisa, but to Benjamin as well. Just an opinion. I prefer her not to be anywhere near the property, but if she may be another piece of land at the back, but I don't know how that would work. Elaine, okay? It's not a terrible idea, is it? It's not a terrible idea to have a separate piece of land that's away from the meditation garden. Does anyone agree with that? Vernon has released a statement saying he didn't want Priscilla back. Vernon. I haven't seen that. She's trying to have Elvis' grave open to put her ashes in that. I think not. No. Is that true? I haven't heard about that. Is that true, Jean? She's trying to have her ashes, the grave actually open to put her ashes in there. I've not heard that. So does she want to be cremated or not? Which one? Do any of you know? I think for us to know what will happen is we will have to wait for her when the cut time comes. Yeah. And come on, I'm not going to be evil. I'm not wishing her dead. She could live another 20 years. Isn't that what Elaine said? She looks really healthy to me. I don't wish her dead. That's not what this live stream isn't. A hate against Priscilla live stream. That's not my point. I'm just trying to debate something that really means a lot to you fans, to Team Elvis, to fans around the world. We're just a small YouTube channel having a discussion. That's all we are. We have we're not going to make, I'm not going to agree. We can't tell Riley what to do. We can't tell Joe Weishankar what to do. Yeah, we can't decide on behalf of the twins. We could just put our views out there and hope they get noticed. That's all we can really do. That's why we're here, Louis. We all feel the same as you do. Thanks, Mrs. G. It's so complicated, though, isn't it? It's like, whew. Right, let's have a look. Jade, Priscilla opened the door for this discussion by saying it in the first place. So David, you're in South Wales, yeah? Any particular part of South Wales? I think I face Penarth. I think. Pretty sure it's Penarth. I can see Penarth from my beach. I wonder if you face that part, David. Let's have a look. The David McSavage wife went missing. Okay, that's something separate. Let's have a look. I do want to try and get on. Priscilla was a Catholic, not a Scientologist. Well, I don't think that's true. Oh, you mean like before she met Elvis? I actually don't know. But she definitely was a Scientologist, my friend, for decades and decades. So are you trying, JD, are you trying to say that she was never a Scientologist? Are you trying to say that? So you're going to get quite a lot of disagreement. Right. All right. It's in a letter. Thank you, Rebecca. Priscilla is a very cold person for all herself, and she should be in her parents and son. And that, Teresa, that is a compromise. Teresa says she can be buried with Navarone and with her own parents. Yeah. Someone said it yesterday, didn't they? It was who was it that said it yesterday? Oh, I can't remember. Someone said it that she preferred California. She enjoyed her life in California. So why can't one parent be buried, Priscilla be buried with Navarone and her own family, her own parents? And then Elvis obviously doted on Lisa Marie. So he's with Lisa Marie at the meditation garden, because Elvis loved Memphis. Elvis loved Graceland. It's a good idea, I thought, when it was brought up. There would never be an open grave for that. They would never open. No, they're not going to. Honestly, guys, just my own common sense. There's no way they're opening Elvis's grave ever. It will never happen. If you look at the detail, we were talking about it yesterday. Dick? What's his name? Dick was talking about, and it's in a video that Elaine forwarded to me. It's almost impossible to open that grave. You'd need a blowtorch. They sealed it forever. Yeah, she definitely was a Scientologist, Mrs. G. Yeah, 100%. I'm not really sure what JD is trying to say. Let's keep going. This is quite interesting comments, guys. JD, it's in a way, but she brought it up with Riley as part of the agreement. Yes. So as far as we know, she can be buried there if they can work it out how to do it. That was what was agreed. Okay. Priscilla raised Catholic, but convert to Scientology. Right. Okay. I don't know that. I actually don't know. Is it true? Deborah says she was raised a Catholic. Is that true? It wouldn't surprise me. JD, she may have been raised as a Catholic, but she was in Scientology for years, and she dropped Lisa off with them when she was a teenager and told them to do something with her. Yeah. We've all read this. We've all read it, haven't we, guys? We all know. Come on. How can anyone... No one's going to defend what Priscilla did by placing Lisa Marie at such a young age. Was it 11, 12, into Scientology? Come on, it's disgusting that happened. It's horrific. It breaks all our hearts that Lisa Marie was put into Scientology. They brainwashed her, guys. They brainwashed her, because she even went through a phase where she liked Scientology for many years. But eventually she woke up and saw the light and completely got out of there. Saw them for what they are. Yeah, controlling cult. Yeah, abusive. So there's not one person on this planet that is going to tell me that Lisa Marie, it was the right thing to do that. Not one person. And not one person on the planet is going to tell me that Priscilla did the right thing. No way. Priscilla should be ashamed of herself that she placed her daughter in that horrible cult. That is my opinion. Right. Hello, Louis. Hello, everyone. I've been not feeling well, been sick. We've been having bad weather here in Australia. Listen and watching the chats and watching the videos. Keep up to date. Hi, Lorraine. I hope you're well. Just take it easy, my love. Just relax. Watch a bit of Elvis. That'll cheer you up. It'll make you feel better. Thanks, Lorraine. We are passionate fans to defend against the myths. We sure are, Susan. But nothing surprises me. Let's have a look. Prayers to Lorraine. Oh, poor Lorraine. Come on. Chin up. Stiff up a chin. Is that what? No, stiff up a lip. That's what they say in England. Is that right, Elaine? Lorraine, I'm sorry to... Right, let's have a look. So let's keep going through the comments. I do want to get to the actual YouTube channel and read some of those comments. Right, let's just go back. She said in February 2024 in Vienna that she is not in Scientology anymore. I'd like to see that, JD. I'd like to see that, because we don't really know, do we? We don't know if if she is in Scientology or not, if she's broke her ties. I've read that it was John Travolta that introduced her to Scientology. That this is what I read. Yeah, I don't know if it's true. That we spoke about this the other day. I think that Lisa Marie had a crush on John Travolta when she was very young. Was it the Welcome Home Kotter TV series in America? And she really wanted to meet John Travolta. That meeting happened. And I've read that in that meeting, John Travolta encouraged her to join up with Scientology. Is it true? Is it true? Don't forget, we know that John Travolta was involved with the dispute between Riley and Priscilla, and he created the resolution. Yeah? So you tell me, guys. Remember, I am no expert. I want to make that clear to you guys. I am just Louis at home in his kitchen in the Southwest UK. I'm 57 years old. I've been a fan for over 50 years. I'm just talking. These are just views and opinions. And I am not a researcher. I am not an expert. I get my facts wrong. I still need to learn a lot. I do say things that are incorrect. I'm not Amy Collett. I'm not Derby Shaw. They are experts. I am not. Right, let's have a look. Why is she not there? Full getting so. Sorry, David. I'm finding your comments hard to read. Just have a look. It is so fantastic to have Mindy Miller, who better to have in a chat group defending Elvis Presley chat group, and the one of the Elvis Presley's girlfriend who loved Elvis. It's wonderful. Lorraine, we are very fortunate. We are very grateful to Mindy. Thank you so much, Mindy Miller. It was a complete surprise. She's got, right, so Mrs. G, she's got a lot of bad publicity for being a Scientologist. She's lying. Right. Linda says, even if she isn't anymore, she was for decades. Fair comment. According to Sam Thompson and Dick Grob, who helped move the bodies, it would need a crane to open Elvis's grave, so it will never happen. It's so securely sealed. I watched that interview. This was a brilliant interview, by the way. It would take a great court to order to actually open the grave of Elvis, and he was sealed for life. It's not going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen. Colleen, JD, she may not be anymore, but she most definitely was for years, starting right after Elvis's death. Yes, I think that's about right. Rebecca, I can't believe that it is written into a settlement that Priscilla has to be there and Riley agreed to it. Why couldn't Priscilla leave that decision to somebody else? It's all about control. Guys, we're all gutted. We're all gutted that Priscilla has been told in this agreement that she is going to get a plot at Graceland. We are, aren't we? Come on. None of us really want it. But this is why I know that it annoys you guys every time I mention it. But Lisa Marie's buried there. Benjamin's buried there. Lisa Marie is her child. Benjamin is her grandchild. This is why we're trying to find a fix. Right. I wish they weren't buried there. Actually, no, I don't. No, that's not true. No, I take that back. It's good they're buried there because Elvis adored his daughter and he would have adored his grandson. So it's a tough, it's like, it really throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? It's like, it's quite frustrating. I'll say that, guys. Okay, so she probably was a Catholic. Who cares about the religion she was as a kid? She wasn't acting like a Catholic. But yeah, Mrs. G is pretty irrelevant, isn't it? Pretty irrelevant what religion she was. Let's have a look. It made Lisa a shell of herself towards the end, definitely. Finola, affairs after the marriage. Come on, guys. We've said it again and again. She was unfaithful to Elvis under a year after the marriage. 2 months after Lisa Marie was born. That ain't no Catholic. That ain't no Catholic. Well done, Finola. Mrs. G, I think Scientology ruined Ben as well. I agree. Mrs. G, I agree. Natividad, how is Natividad? Where, if I were in charge, I would be very concerned, as this idea has never happened at Graceland, but people usually react when you hurt them in the pocketbook. Why not stage a protest? Well, do you know what, Natividad, hope you're well. I think there will be a protest. I really do. I think if it ever comes out in the tabloids or in the press, in the news, and it's a finalized decision where Priscilla will be buried at Graceland, I think there is going to be a massive protest. I think you're going to have people marching down to Graceland. Is that postman? People marching down to Graceland. So, yeah. Right, Rebecca, do you find it pretty funny how she brought it into the agreement with Riley right after Lisa's passing? Why wouldn't she have discussed this with Lisa? Maybe because Lisa said no. I think my guess, because of the Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's Priscilla film, that we all know should never have been made, that Priscilla should have no involvement in it, that we're pretty sure there was a feud. They probably were not talking just before that film was released. We've even heard there could have been a possible lawsuit that was going to be launched by Lisa Marie against her own mother. We know that that film was based on this crap book, which is a fairy tale gone wrong. There are no witnesses to this book. It is based on crap. And it has been written by one person, from one person's point of view. Elvis had nothing to do with the making of this book. Elvis was not involved in this book in any way. So that film, Priscilla, was based on a broken fairy tale that is not true. So the bottom line is, were they still talking when Lisa Marie, God rest her soul, passed away? Don't know. I would say probably not. Now, we've all seen the interview on Piers Morgan, Priscilla discussing her last conversation with Lisa Marie. What do you think, guys? What do you think? When Lisa was alive and Priscilla says she don't want to be buried at Graceland, Lisa dies and a list of demands are swift. They bloody are. Shady. So Rebecca, shady, just shady. Thank you so much, Colleen Lewis. Thank you for your kind spot. I'm feeling much better. Oh, well done. You're going to be fine, my dear. You're going to be fine. I think Riley had to get rid of her, so may have pretended to agree with Navarone, have the right to decide on Priscilla's burial. Come on, she was between a rock and a hard place. Let me just get this because it's my son. I'll be a second. All right, what's going on? Yeah, okay, I'll do it now. Right, I've just got to send my son a bit of lunch money. Okay, where are we? They used John Travolta to get Priscilla in. I definitely believe that. Who knows? And maybe even Tom Cruise. Was Tom Cruise into Scientology all the way back then? Let's face it, he could have been. Could have been. Or we a few years after. What do you think, guys? So I'm just sending my son a couple of... Let's have a look. Navarone is Priscilla's heir. He is. Let's just sort my son out quickly. Okay. My son has started a new job in a gym. He's working in a gymnasium, and today is his first time. So I've took him there, and then I've got to send him some money for lunch. My son is 16, right? Let's just make sure that's gone through. Natividad. The Elvis fans should have a voice as they pay a lot of money to go and visit Elvis Presley's Graceland. I say everyone stand together. If this is what you all really want, it can be done. I agree. I agree that if we are loud enough and we grow, why not? Why can't we all come together with our opinions and tell Joel Weisshanker and tell Riley how we feel? I do think we can make a difference, but we have to grow. So I was going to mention this. I had a few sort of not very friendly comments from a couple of Elvis channels yesterday. Yeah, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. My attitude is very much that I want to share defending Elvis Presley and how we defend Elvis and Team Elvis. I want to share it. I want other channels to join us. I'd love it if we promoted each other. If we promote each other so that Team Elvis can grow, other channels can grow, the movement of defending Elvis Presley can grow. And I had 2 unfriendly messages from 2 Elvis channels. And I just thought, I was disappointed. I was disappointed because I think, you can tell me if you disagree, guys, I think we have been very, very friendly to other Elvis channels. And we are very welcoming. I always speak very highly of other Elvis channels. So I was disappointed, guys. 2 quite well-known Elvis channels, I think, were a little bit rude. There's no need for it. Come on, we're all together. We're all in this together. Let's all keep friendly. I've never been rude to another Elvis channel, ever. Never, not once. If anything, I do the complete opposite. I'm over-friendly to other Elvis channels. So I was a bit gutted, guys. A bit gutted. I think we deserve better because we are extremely welcoming to other Elvis channels. And I just wanted to quickly mention that. Right. So let's have a look. There's plenty of room for all of us. Plenty of room for all of us. Priscilla attended the Holy Mass in Australia with boyfriend. Yeah. Okay. Priscilla put her there so she didn't have to raise her. Kathy, I think you're right. She wanted her freedom. She wanted to get on with her life, her career, her new boyfriends, to make money, to be an actress. Yeah. To open her shops. Yeah, whatever. To promote her perfume. It's the truth. Let's have a look. Right, so we've gone over an hour, so I am going to have to go soon. I can't believe how quick this hour has gone because I've got so much more to say. Let's have a look. I'm going to get to the ends of these comments, though. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, I gave you all the answers in my message. If a protest were to take place, you can bet it would get the attention of the main owner. Thanks, Natividad. Right, Amy Collette, Darby Short, 2 of the best researchers Elvis history. Mindy Miller, and ex-girlfriend Elvis Presley, 3 of the best people we have defending. Definitely. Totally agree with that. Thanks, Lorraine. Yeah, so you guys definitely think she was definitely not a practicing Catholic. I don't think P will be buried at Graceland. I don't either, Kathy. Here's a link to watch for you. It's Navarone talking bad about Lisa and lies and about being in Scientology. Do you know what? I've got a funny opinion with Navarone that not many people agree with. He is a seriously damaged young boy. I don't know what happened to that boy in his childhood. Obviously, Priscilla's his mother. And I'm telling you now, guys, I feel sorry for that little boy inside that man's body. What harm was done to him? What happened to that boy for him to turn out so bad, so rude, so nasty, to say the things that he says that are so cruel? That boy needs help. He needs help. And I massively dislike the things that he is saying. They're horrible. I've seen all these different TikTok, Instagram posts, guys, and it drives me mad. Who did this damage to that person? You know, once upon a time, he was just a young boy. How did it all go so wrong? Right. The only difference in Lisa's loved Grace and Priscilla didn't. She shouldn't be there. We should have a voice. We are Elvis Presley fans. Without Elvis Presley fans spending money at Elvis Enterprises, they would not be able to make money, so we can protest against Priscilla being buried there. I think we should. Let's have a look. I'm just flicking through because I do have to go, but hopefully a new permit will be denied, and Graceland is the biggest money maker in Memphis. Yeah, I mean, have they applied for a new permit, Sarah? I don't know. Mrs. G, did you see him say he was, yeah, God. The things he says are horrific. I agree, we are the bread and butter, and we should be listened to. We do have a voice. We can make a difference. We can. Isn't that the whole point of defending Elvis Presley together, Team Elvis and all the other Elvis fans around the world? Louis, I forgot to tell you the night of the candlelight celebration, big names let the public know that you exist and to check you all. I was so happy to hear them talking about you. Is that true? Yeah. Natividad, I forgot to tell you that on the night of the candlelight celebration, big names let the public know that you exist to check you all. I was so happy to hear them talking about you. Is that true? When you what? Right, that just goes to my head. Tell me what happened. So on the night of the candlelight celebrations, big names let the public know. Who is that? Please tell me, because I'll tell you what, that'll make my day. If defending Elvis Presley is being talked about, that would make Team Elvis very happy. Please explain what you mean. Right. Yes, we can protest about Priscilla being buried at Graceland. We have a voice, Elvis fans. We make money for Elvis Presley Enterprises. Elvis fans can make money, and we have a voice. We can protest. Yes. Well said, Lorraine. Fully agree. I believe we can make a difference. I think if we grow enough, we could be on TV and be on the news. Yeah? On these big news channels, Sky News, ABC News. I believe we could do it. We can go there and stand up for Elvis. We can defend Elvis Presley, defend Lisa Marie. We can do this, guys. I really believe it. But we do get a backlash. And this is why I was so disappointed last night. I had quite a few nasty messages on YouTube. We're just trying to defend Elvis Presley, guys, but we're trying to do it in a way that doesn't upset YouTube, doesn't upset Facebook, so we don't get closed down. And I found some of these comments I got on YouTube last night were offensive. So I just had to delete them and block them. You know, we are gonna have to maintain ourselves as defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth in a way where we can survive. We can survive. I can't just stand here calling people names every day. It's not gonna work. YouTube won't let me. If I literally stand here every day doing 2 or 3 lives a day, calling people names, I will be shut within a week. So please understand, I tread a thin line. So when we're talking about the Memphis Mafia or Colonel Tom Parker or Dr. Nick or Priscilla, we have to do it carefully. We can't come across hateful. We can't do it. We won't last 2 minutes, guys. You have to trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Right. Tom Cruise has been in for many years, but I'm not sure when he started. But you know what? I've always liked Tom Cruise. It bothers me that he's in Scientology. It bothers me. If you all really want to learn what Scientology does to people like Lisa and Ben, there's a great channel that he passed away. He was an actor and he knew Lisa. I have to find you the channel. I've got an idea which channel you mean, because I've had quite a few things sent to me from that man. Isn't he someone that used to be in Scientology? Ben was not a Scientologist, I heard. See, I've heard that he was. Now, was he or wasn't he? Susan, I'd let anyone know, was Ben a Scientologist? Emails right. Let's have a look. keep going. Let's have a look. I hear someone. Someone's here. PB can be on a separate piece of land. There is, if anyone wants to pay their respects to her, they can and won't be forced. And if she is in the meditation garden, at least the fans get a choice. Well, that's fair enough. Pamela, is that a new name, Pamela? If Priscilla is interred in a way at Graceland, hello, my son is home from football. That's Gio. He is 15. Tom Cruise's first wife got them into Scientology. Right. His first wife. Is that Nicole Kidman? Who is Tom Cruise's first wife? If Priscilla is interred in any way, what's to stop Navarone wanting to be there? What's to stop Navarone wanting? Good point, Pamela. Watch the link I sent you, Louis. It's an amazing channel. Thank you, Mrs. G. Louis, you got to fight on and on until Priscilla loses questions and answer sessions. Yes, damage because of Scientology. Colleen, Lorraine, I agree with what if Danny Keel wants to be Ben, that's his son. Where does it stop? You have a good point. And that's Priscilla's fault for putting her kids in there. She never should have. It has to be Priscilla's influence. This is Finola. Everyone writes to Memphis Zoning to voice your opinions because they will listen. It's not going to hurt, is it, guys? It ain't going to hurt. The truth, they've been shouting you out. Right, that's true. They've been shouting you out. Have they? So when you say they, who is they? Yeah? So who has been shouting us out, Mr. G? I'm really interested to know. Priscilla neglects him. Evidently, she goes out to places all the time. Joel said something about defending Elvis. Did he? Honestly, are you serious? Yeah. I do remember, I know Jack Sodden said that there has been a lot of talk lately. A lot more things were being said lately in Jack Sodden's speech, but I've not heard of anything else. Protest peacefully. Hate isn't Elvis. I agree. We can do this by just breaking down our opinions and debating and airing our views. We can do it in a way that isn't going to shut us down. We can do this. I'd love to know what Joel said. Majority of people believe the same as us. I do think we do have the majority, but obviously you've got your diehard Priscilla fans who I've always said to you guys have been brainwashed by this book. Have been spoon-fed lies for 50 years. I really believe that that many of the public, which are non-Elvis fans and Priscilla fans, have been lied to, spoon-fed lies for 50 years. They don't know the truth. They believe all the garbage. They think that Priscilla is the innocent victim. Elvis was the bad guy because of drugs and unfaithfulness. And they're wrong. They're wrong. That marriage ended in divorce because Priscilla was unfaithful. The divorce settlement that Priscilla did, the second divorce settlement, was cruel. Cruel. The way that Priscilla treated Elvis from around 1968 was disgusting. And even now, after his death, taking his name back, the Presley name, should never have happened. We can jump forward to the Priscilla film. Should never have happened. The Sofia Coppola film should never have happened. This book was written unfairly without Elvis's involvement. Elvis had been dead 7 years. It's a bunch of lies. It's all been twisted to suit Priscilla and make Priscilla look good and Elvis look bad. I would say that the beginning of this book is nearer the truth. There's still many things in this book I'm not happy with, but some of the things in this book that give us another perspective on what happened in 1959 1960, 1958, that sort of period. This is probably a bit more truthful. But, you know, we're unhappy with Suzanne Finstad because she has said, you know, the author of that book, she has said many things that she should not have said. I'm disgusted what Suzanne Finstad said about Elvis. So she's in my bad books. But some of this book, I think, could be true. Could be true. At least it's with at least that book, the Child Bride book, has witnesses and has had lie detectors. Whereas the Elvis and Me book, that movies were made on, you know, based on that book, it's a bunch of lies, guys. A bunch of false narratives. It's a reinvention of the truth. A rewriting of history is this book. Priscilla was allowed to rewrite history using this book, and every interviewer for the last 40 years or 35 to 40 years has been questioning Priscilla based on stuff in this book. So they're all treating this book like it's historical. It isn't. It's a story. It's a fake fairy tale that went wrong. This is why we defend Elvis Presley. This is why we're here, guys, because we know the truth. The public have been lied to. Priscilla fans have been brainwashed. And I've got nothing against Priscilla fans. I respect Priscilla fans. But guys, you need to do your research because you have been brainwashed and spoon-fed lies for 50 years. Do your research. Right. Graceland makes money off a lot of suppliers' jobs. So many. They wouldn't want that to be disturbed. Right. Some people are just trying to shut us up. I agree. Some people are trying to shut us up. But I will say this, guys. This is where I'm having a few disagreements with some of the subscribers, some of the fans. And that is, I am not going to stand here and call people names. I'm not going to do it. People want me to stand there and say some horrific things about people that are part of Elvis's life. I'm not going to do it. It will shut us down. I'm not going to name call. Other channels, other Elvis channels do it. They name call. Sometimes quite horrible names. I'm not going to do it. I won't be that channel. I won't be the hate channel. I won't do that. I will, with you guys, with your help, I will air my views. I will debate. We will do everything we can to defend Elvis Presley, to defend his honor. We will do everything we can to defend Lisa Marie's honor, Benjamin's honor, the Presley bloodline. We will always be there. But we're not going to be derogatory and bitter and just damn right horrible. We're not going to do it. Not on my channel. Not on our Team Elvis channel. Not on Defending Elvis Presley. We're going to do things properly, guys. Otherwise, we will not last 2 minutes. You'll just be remembering me. You'll be like, oh, do you remember that Defending Elvis Presley channel that got shut down because he was nasty? Because he was swearing at people, because he was calling people names. I'll be a distant memory. And I tell you now, guys, I'm not going to be a distant memory. We are going to survive. We are Elvis defenders who are going to survive. Team Elvis. So please understand that. I know if a couple of you got upset yesterday, but you're not. I don't think you're understanding. We are playing a fine balancing act on survival as a channel, as a YouTube channel, as a Facebook page. Don't forget, just in case you don't know, guys, we have a brilliant Facebook page, Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth, and you can join it. And we have a 24/7 non-stop chat on Messenger where we are sharing information, research, pictures, videos. We've all become a friendly, small family. You can join that Facebook and we can carry on chatting even when these live streams end, and we can carry on sharing information to defend Elvis Presley, because everything you guys send me, I do read it. Now, I can't cover all the things you're sending me because there's too much. There's too much. Because I've got 5 kids. So I can't just spend all my time watching everything you guys send me. I just try and quickly scan over many of the things you send me, and I pick out the things that get my attention. So each day something will get my attention, and then I'll do a live stream. I try and do at least 2 a day. I can't. Many of you ask me to do different topics. I try to, but it ain't easy for me because I've got 5 kids, and I've got a wife. So, but I do try and read everything. I do. Actually, I've been getting so many comments lately. I haven't been able to read everything. I'm getting literally hundreds of comments a day now, so it's hard for me to read them all. But I want to. I'm trying to. Right. Oh, thanks, Iconic Trio. Thank you so much. Right. Mr. G. I think Louis half Greek and as a wife got a talent in her. Good combination of genes. Linda, I'm not half Greek. Linda, I am. Both my parents are Greek Cypriot. I am fully Greek Cypriot. But I was born in England. Both my parents are from Cyprus. Both born in Cyprus. Both grew up in Cyprus. They came over in the 1960s and they fell in love with Elvis and the Beatles. My parents, during their courtship, were Beatles fans and Elvis fans. And they went to the cinema dating in the 60s to the Beatles and Elvis. And I am Greek Cypriot, 100%. My wife is quarter Italian. My wife's father was half Italian. So we have a good mix in there, but I am fully Greek. Now, my kids are half Greek. That's why they're so good looking. They've got half Greek in them and they've got some Italian in them. I'm very lucky. My kids are very, very good looking, the boys and the girls. So I feel very fortunate. So thanks, Linda. I totally agree with you. Linda Cudden. Let's have a look. Sorry about the sun being in my face, guys, but I'll carry on. So many people call Elvis a pedo now, thanks to Priscilla, the love. Mrs. G, you know that we laugh whenever Priscilla says Elvis is the love of my life. We know that that's laughable. But the paedophile thing, we have covered it again and again and again and again. But that is for a different live stream. I don't want to do it now, but it is ridiculous. Elvis would do what his fans want because he always cared about his fans. He put his fans first. He did. To the last day, guys. What's the best book to read? Oh, you guys tell Kathy what the best book to read is. Bye, Susan. You take care. Don't forget, back in those days, marriage and customs different. People stayed in bad marriages to keep up front. Isn't that how it is now as well, Finola? So, Deborah, stay the course, Team Elvis. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, thank you. Grab yourself a membership for only $1. Thank you to all being here. Oh, Deborah, thank you. Guys, no pressure on membership. I don't want any of you to think I'm trying to grab your money. I am not. If you want to be a member, it's up to you. It is only $1, as Deborah says, but there is no pressure because I am not here to grab your money. I am here to defend Elvis Presley with Team Elvis. And please subscribe. It helps the channel. If you hit the subscribe button, press the notification button, then you will get reminders that we are going live. But I do love having members. I do love it. It does mean a lot to me. Every time I get a new member, I cheer. In fact, CKC Design has just joined up. Are you on today, my friends? Let me just have a look. Let's have a look. So CKC Design has just joined us, and then you've got James McCarthy, my friend, has just rejoined, and we've got 40 members at the moment. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for being members. Let's have a look. My client is Greek. He's a Poulos. I'm very proud to be Greek Cypriot. I actually went to Greek school. So I didn't learn to speak English until I was about 4. Yeah. but I was born and bred in England. I was. And almost all my friends are English. They are. Almost all my friends are English. Yes, Lou, of course your wife and kids need you too. You can't spend all your time with us. My wife wouldn't allow it, the Becks, but thank you. I'm near Memphis, so I'll keep you up to date when the time comes. Thank you, Kathy. Right. You need a PA, Louis, yeah. Did you say Suzanne Finstad said bad things about Elvis? I didn't catch quite that, Emily. Suzanne Finstad was involved in some horrible interviews, accusing Elvis of being a paedophile and saying that his sweet spot was 14-year-old girls. It's disgusting. How dare she do that? And I'm gutted that she has done that, because she's made a lot of money with this book, and she had a lot of respect from some of the fans because of this book. And for her to talk about Elvis in that disgusting way after making all that money, she's out of order. She's out of order. She needs to apologize to the Elvis fans. Suzanne Finstad, you made a lot of money from Elvis Presley. You need to apologize for the way you've spoken about him. It's disgusting. Right. Let's have a look. You could be related to Peter Andre. He's Greek Cypriot, parents born in Harrow in London. He grew up in Australia and has to live in England. No longer. I've met him. He's a top guy. I love Peter Andre. I know all about him. I've always followed him. He's amazing. He's amazing. And we're both Greek Cypriots, yes. Let's have a look. And my wife loves Peter Andre as well. Come on, the whole paedophile thing is an absolute joke, but that's for another video. All right, okay, so iconic trio. Your parents are Greek Cypriot. Emily. Sorry, I keep calling you iconic trio. Emily. I'm a very proud Cypriot. Unfortunately, I haven't been for years. I've got a large family in Cyprus. I grew up with the Greek community, but as I got older, I actually moved away from the Greek community and did my own thing. But I'm very proud to be Cypriot, very proud. And my parents are from Limassol and Paphos, and I want to go there very soon. So thank you, Emily. Yeah, mysterious girl. Whoa. Don't forget, I was a DJ for 26 years. I played that every day, every time I DJ'd. Yeah, Cyprus. Mrs. G, Cyprus. South Cyprus. South Cyprus. Emily, join our Facebook so I can see who you are. Emily, join Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. And I'll if you friend request me, I can add you to our groups. So the Facebook is Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the actually Facebook slightly different. The Facebook is Defending Elvis Presley. Louis' daily live streams. And if you just join that, then you can join on the chat group, so you can carry on chatting when we go off live. And even the Louis Macready's Facebook, which is me, we have an amazing 24/7 chat group on there as well. And you guys are on it all the time, 24/7. It's brilliant. You'll love it. And this is where we share our research, and we share our evidence and our photos and our videos, and we get to know each other, and we bond as a family, because Team Elvis, we are a growing family. We're not just a YouTube channel. We are a movement. We are Elvis defenders. We're taking care of business, and we've become good friends. Yeah, Sarah, the 24/7 is amazing. Elvis was just as much of a Smith as he was a Presley, and Priscilla is neither one. Let's not forget this up. We love the Smiths. And they have brilliant YouTube channels. Is it Memphis Mafia Kid? Yeah, Greek food. Come on. Right, guys, I am going to have to go. It's been an hour and a half. It's been an hour and a half, guys. So I am going to have to go. I still need to try and fix my wife's car. That is what my plan is today. So it's been an interesting live stream. I was going to do a lot more about Mindy Miller. We haven't had time for that. I was going to read out all your comments on the YouTube channel. So we're going to have to do that next. So I will be coming back with a live stream probably in about 2 hours. And we're going to go through those comments on the YouTube channel. We're still covering the topic of Priscilla and Priscilla being buried at Graceland. I do think we have a lot more to go through yet. But we've had a brilliant chat here. So all of you, I'm sending all of you love. Sorry about the sun being this side. The sun is giving me a suntan, even more of a suntan. So I appreciate all of you. You know that your comments are very important to me. I do want to get back to all your comments. I want to read all your comments. I want to watch all the stuff you're sending me. At the moment, I'm being inundated with stuff. So I'm picking out the things that I have time to watch and read. I'm hoping that when the kids go back to school, I'll have more time to start going through a lot of these things, because you guys are sending me a lot of information, which I love. But bear with me. Bear with me. Take care, guys. I love you all. There's 42 of you watching. We've had nearly 50 people watching today, which is brilliant. I know it's early in the morning for many of you. If you're in America, it's still the morning, isn't it? Obviously, I appreciate all of you all around the world, every country in the world. We get many of you from Australia, many in the UK, and many all around the world. I really do appreciate all of you. It means everything to me. We've had a brilliant live stream. Brilliant. Love it. Sending you love. Thank you, my guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye, guys. Thanks to everyone.